Speaker, my honorable colleagues. Honorable Ado Doguwa is my name. Mr. Speaker, I represent the people of Doguwa, Chudunwada Federal Constituency from Kano State. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I rise to fully identify myself with the passion, with the commitment, and with the exhibition of solidarity and patriotism submitted by all other speakers on this floor of this great chamber, the House of Representatives. I think what we have done today is a complete manifestation and an exhibition of the fact that the green chambers of the House of Representatives is truly the voice of Nigerian people. What we are doing today, Mr. Speaker, along with my honorable colleagues, is like trying to offer or offering a global voice to our people in South Africa. I want to believe that we have come to a time then where Nigerians, within and without outside the country, will believe that this is a house that is competent enough to stand for its people as enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, let me also thank you as leader of this house for the efforts you have taken, the commitment you have exhibited as a leader of this house, as the Speaker of the 9th House of Representatives, to remind members when you had to cut off your trip, official engagement in Tanzania, to come back and engage yourselves in several consultations with the executive arm of governments, with other legislators within the green and the red chambers, to ensure that Nigerians in South Africa are protected and they remain proud Nigerians wherever they may find themselves. Mr. Speaker, that is a show of leadership, that is a show of direction and a commitment to the fact that we can stand for our people at all times. Mr. Speaker, I would like also to thank members, like I've earlier said. All we have done within here and without, our expressions in individual and collective capacities through various forums was also a patriotic exhibition of our commitment to the life of our people and the protection of the integrity of Nigerians wherever they may find themselves around the globe. Mr. Speaker, I rise on behalf of the leadership and on behalf of the entire members of the House of Representatives to also say a very big thank you. I repeat, a very big thank you to the fourth estate of the realm, the members of the press of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They have also identified with us in this fight. They have done well. The world has heard them, and they have professionally done what they're expected of. And that is why we will continue to count on them as the fourth arm of government as far as Nigeria's democracy is concerned. My dear brothers in the press, the Speaker thanks you well. Members of the House of Representatives commend you, and I, the leader of the House of Representatives, also commend you. Mr. Speaker, in the end, I also would like to remind our colleagues that as a parliament, especially the 9th House of Representatives, which you all know is committed to working in harmony. I repeat, to working in harmony with the executive arm of government, especially when it comes to affect the welfare and well-being of our people. Remind you that only recently, Mr. Speaker, and I'm doing that in my capacity as the chief ambassador of the Nigerian government on the floor of this respected house, that only yesterday, a special envoy from South Africa, respected envoy, came and met with the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, directly with the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari. They came with what they call an apology. And to the best of my knowledge, Mr. President has honorably accepted that apology on behalf of the 360 members of the Federal House of Representatives, on behalf of the 109 members of the Senate, and also on behalf of the entire entire citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I would like to say, wrongly or rightly, this is an institution that must also bring to bear, in the context of our debate today, that we have also respected the position of Mr. President by accepting the apology from the South African government. If there is any other thing we must now do, is to pray that those by agreements of such apology must have to be respected in areas of stopping this barbaric happening in Africa and South Africa against our people and against every other national in South Africa. Also looking at the fact that the agreement to compensate people who were callously carelessly destroyed of their properties must also be respected. I believe there are a lot of other agreements reached and agreed between Mr. President and the South African convoy. I believe this House is the House of the people, and as an institution that will have cause to even relate with with other global institutions, should at this point respect that agreement between the two governments and now wait to see the implementation of all agreements reached between the two governments. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I think that is my position, and I want to urge every other member of the floor of this House to please look at it as such. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to protect the Federal Republic of Nigeria, protect the citizens of Nigeria wherever they are, and protect us as a continent of Africa and even all over the globe. Thank you, and that is my submission, Mr. Speaker.